Hello everybody, I am the Linkzilla and welcome back. Actually, no, welcome to the final episode of Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. When we last left off, we had made it to the Yellow Sage's hut, if you could call it that. We learned that Gaul and Maya had kidnapped Samos alongside all the other 3 sages, and were basically draining all 4 sages to power their Precursor robot. So we just climbed up all the way through Gaul and Maya's citadel, we freed all 4 sages, and we finished our collectathon. We now basically have everything that there is to collect in the entire game. 101 power cells and all 2,000 precursor orbs, with only 479 remaining in our possession. That basically means that we had to pedal away, like, how much would that be? 1,530 precursor orbs in order to get where we are. Anyway, enough beating around the bush. There's one thing left to do. Gaul and Maya have launched their precursor robot to attack the Dark Eco silos, and we've got to stop them. It's nighttime. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? They're using the robot to attack the silos. Oh! I cannot believe I did that. Okay, nobody saw that, alright? I'm mentioning that happened is illegal. What the fuck? Okay, that was a weird glitch. What the heck is going on? I'm not doing this, guys. Like, the platform is taking off without me. That's better. Alright, so we've got the Lannister twins here.
We'll open the silo all the way and destroy!
That's taking out their blue eco laser. Oh, it's opening.
Eco won't protect you now.
I'm pretty sure it will. Eco's never let us down before. Green eco lasers. What the hell are those things? This isn't good. They've already basically practically got this thing open. We gotta go back on the offensive. Red eco laser. Alright, how do you like that? Samos could really use some green eco here. Since we've done blue and red, yep, yellow. Dang it! Oh well, it wouldn't be a final boss if I went through it all in just one go. Kaboom!
Eco won't protect you now. You just won't give up.
I'm very stubborn. shooting green eco into the dark eco creates life. Running out of room to dance here.
Finish the robot once and for all!
Coming in for a landing. How the heck does Jack survive these falls? Cartoon protagonist. What the heck am I questioning him for? Dang it.
I'm like, stretcher! Yuck.
It would have to happen at the last one.
Eco won't protect you now!
It just kind of feels like this section is a waste of a phase because you can't do anything to hurt Gaul and Maya. You just have to survive this gauntlet of dark eco monsters.
Finish the robot once and for all!
Yup.
Finish the robot once and for all! Take them out! Take them out!
Yes. I think they're mad. What the? What's happening? What?
Right, Eco. It does exist.
They must not be allowed to get it!
White Eagle! That could be the stuff to change me back! Or it might stop that robot. Stay fuzzy, save the world. Choices. Okay, fine. We'll save the world. But do it quickly before I change my mind!
Alright, we gotta get some of that white stuff.
I'm gonna take it.
Light Jack.
Do something!
Holy. White Eco sure packs a wallop. That was cool. Couple of dorks.
Well, it looks like I may have been too hard on you
Seriously.
boys. You do have what it takes to be heroes.
But Daxter, now we can't change
Why
you
not?
back.
Don't worry about me, baby. You know what they say. Big things come in small packages.
Jack, you have an incredible talent for channeling eco. Samos, you may have been right about this one after all.
And Kira, without your help and ingenuity, none of this would have been possible. Perhaps we've found another sage now that Gaul and Maya are lost.
Yes, Gaul and Maya. The Dark Eco probably destroyed them. Probably.
Ah, who cares? Bring 'em on! We can take 'em again! Right, Jack? I said, right, Jack? Wow! Put it on ice, big guy!
So, that was Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. I gotta admit, that final robot fight was fun, except for all the glitches that kept killing me. But I kind of just wish that, despite how cinematic this game is, I feel like it needs a few more cinematics in certain places, because literally out of nowhere, suddenly those 4 towers surrounding the silo start shooting eco beams, and then suddenly the white eco shows up, and it's like, couldn't we have gotten some kind of line of dialogue saying that the sages will combine their eco powers to create the one thing that can defeat Gaul and Maya? So, and also, considering that the white eco is basically formed from all 4 of the sages combining their powers, why can't they change Daxter back? Because they literally have all 4 of the sages literally gathered right here. So, all they need to do is, well, all they need to do is just make some more white eco and that would change them back. I think that the running gag from that is that when you get down to it, you realize that Daxter is actually more suited to be an Ottsel than he was at being a human being. Because, well, let's face it, I had no idea that the plot of this game, when I first played it, was going to be about trying to turn Daxter back into a human. I thought that he was always going to be the fast-talking animal sidekick like in the trailers. So, when I see the opening cutscene and see Daxter as a human being, it's like, who the heck is that? It's like, wait, that's Daxter? But I thought that he was, and then he turns into an animal, so... But yeah, he never turns back into a human throughout the rest of the series, which, honestly, I think is kind of an improvement, because Samos really was right. The change really was an improvement. No offense to how Daxter was as a human, it's just... Let's just say he doesn't quite look right. Anyway, so... I feel like that dialogue from Samos at the end was supposed to be sequel baiting to basically imply that it's likely that Gaul and Maya got killed by the Dark Eco. However, it's probably even more likely that they survived and are basically down there plotting their revenge till the day that they basically can escape and come after us in the sequel. Yeah, fat load of good all that sequel baiting did. But definitely speaking, like, this game was fun. It was probably like one of the last of the true collectathons when the age of right before the age of collectathon games truly died out for good. Don't get me wrong, the Mario games are still basically glorified collectathons and you only basically play them because it's Mario, but still, I feel like with this game, as a launching title for a brand new franchise, it really does a good job. It establishes this bright and colorful cartoon world. It fills it with so many unique and memorable characters. Even the side characters that don't technically have names are so memorable when it comes to basically like playing this game. And so, well, it basically creates a world that you kind of want to see more of. You want to see more of this world. You want to see what other eco powers that that you can come up with. Heck, I think that the sequel, if they basically had gone this direction, could have gone towards combining eco types to make new kinds of eco powers, where basically, like, maybe if you collect red eco on top of yellow eco, your yellow eco blast will be more powerful. Or basically, like, if you combine yellow eco with blue eco, you could fly. So that would definitely be an interesting idea to take the franchise. So I'm actually kind of surprised that I managed to do all this in just a few days. I kind of thought that I would get through it a bit quicker. Honestly, I thought that I could beat this entire thing in one day, but honestly, I think that I needed to take breaks every now and then. Anyway, I basically will be submitting this gradually throughout the coming months. I think basically throughout November should do it, so. And so that was Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy. It's a good game, and it's definitely one that's worth remembering, but it's still rough in certain areas. I feel like all the levels with the zoomers really needed to be tweaked, and I feel like maybe the stuff like including scout flies and precursor orbs in the zoomer sections were unnecessary. But if they were going to basically be added, then the blue eco magnetism should have been like a standard thing to use while driving the zoomer, because the zoomer is like so sensitive and so tough to control that you're literally going to miss all these crucial little things with the slightest input. So it basically is like kind of comes off as unfair. It's like these zoomers are levels that are designed to basically make you go fast, get through them like as quickly as possible, and yet I probably spent so much time on the zoomer levels because you basically have to collect everything. You basically gotta get all the precursor orbs, you gotta get all the scout flies, you gotta get all the power cells, and that can be quite tedious at times. And like I said, I feel like a few of the level placements should have been switched around a bit. Like back when I started playing this, I originally wanted to go to Sentinel Beach, but as it turns out, there was a blue eco well that was capped off there, so I went to the jungle instead to find the switch to turn all the eco wells in the world back on, at least the blue ones. But how come we never got one for the red eco wells? I feel like red eco was literally the most underutilized resource in this game. That's really like a thing with this game. I feel like there really could have been like a whole lot more. They could have like fleshed out a whole lot of more of the areas and made certain eco types essential to passing those areas. But really it came down to the most used eco types, apart from green. The most used eco types were blue and yellow, and red just kind of got left out. So anyway, here's the end of the credits.
Holy yakko! What could that be?
You know what it is,
Wow!
old man.
It's an ancient precursor door. It looks like it will only open if we fill all 100 holes with power cells.
We're heroes, remember? We have 100 power cells.
101. This is the secret ending of the game that you only get when you finish collecting everything. Well, not everything. You can still basically leave a precursor orb behind, and maybe one power cell.
Wow! What is it?
It's so beautiful.
By the precursors.
The last rift gate. Our future is sealed. Yep, I took out the memory card, so now I basically have a save file right before I fight Gaul and Maya, so if I ever want to fight them again, I could easily come back and do it. So, anyways, that was Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy. It is a fun and very nostalgic game, and I love it. I'm so glad that I basically took the effort to get my PS2 repaired so that I could go back and play this the way it was originally intended to be played. Because, yeah, you guys are saying that I probably could have just purchased this for PS2, PS4, or PS5, whatever you kids are playing nowadays. But, well, for the one thing, I basically have done research and I found that those ports for the games, I don't know about the PS5 and I don't know about the PC ports, maybe they might be better. So maybe they might have gotten the proper graphical update that they need to where they actually function better as games. Maybe they might even improve on the style of this old classic game. I doubt it, but maybe. But the point is, it's like I said, I have owned these games for more than 15 years. And sure, I might have gotten them when they were basically like as a bargain, right at the end of the PS2's life cycle. I managed to find all 4 of the Jak and Daxter games right there in Walmart, and I just scooped them up. Every single one of them for $5, so $20 in total. So the point that I'm making is that I've owned these games since, well, not really childhood, more like teenagehood. I've owned these games for a long time. I don't feel the need to purchase these games again on a different console. It's part of the reason, like, when my brother-in-law gave me his PlayStation 3, he gave me all of his old Borderlands games. And so I have all the Borderlands games for PS3. I don't feel it necessary to buy the Borderlands 1 and 2 for PS4, even though that would be more convenient for me to play. So, and plus, I love my PlayStation 2. It basically deserved to basically be the highest selling console of all time. I'm not sure if I love it more than my GameCube, but it was the first video game console that I ever really owned while growing up. Because I remember basically like we got it when we moved into our new house. It was a Christmas gift. My dad had a very good year that year, so we decided, you know what, let's get the kids something that they can all enjoy. And of course he got himself games that he could enjoy as well. So, but anyways, I remember when Jak and Daxter was first coming out. It was such a strange looking game, but I definitely remember the ads for it, the ones that combined Jak and Daxter with live action. Basically Daxter talking himself up, trying to make himself look good, only for Jak to basically come along and kind of like poke holes in his story, because all the girls fawned over Jak instead of Daxter, and the police, I have no idea why Daxter is talking to the police. They're the ones that point out that Jak is the one who's clearly doing all the work. But from Jak and Daxter, a new legacy was born, and a juggernaut of a franchise was in the making. And now, here's the part where I blow you guys' minds, is that, the truth be told, after all this time, even after all these years, I think that that's probably the first time I've actually played through Jak and Daxter to completion, 100%, since the first time I actually got the game. Because when I first got it, my brother was the one who got it. I got my own copy later on. And he basically, like, he played the entire game, and then he let me play it, but truth be told, I never had the full attention span to actually finish it, because, like I basically mentioned, the world was changing. We were moving out of the age of collectathons, and with games basically like, I don't know, Donkey Kong Country and Banjo-Kazooie mainly being collectathon games, and, well, with Jak and Daxter trying to follow that legacy, it just really couldn't keep your attention for all that long. I definitely love it now, going back and having all these fun, nostalgic memories for it, but, something that I gotta confess, it definitely wasn't my favorite of the original Jak games. No, the game that certainly got me interested in the Jak and Daxter franchise and kept my interest, the one that I definitely played all the way through to the end, that was a game that came later on. One that would fundamentally change the entire identity of Jak and Daxter. But you're gonna have to wait for me to do a playthrough on that one. I wonder if I'm gonna start it before 2013, because I really think that basically, like, I should probably basically, like, focus on other things, try to not get distracted. But the point is that, in addition to Jak and Daxter coming out, they basically put their best foot forward and threw their hat into the ring to try and basically become the mascot for the PlayStation 2 era. Unfortunately for them, major competition was about to hit them in a form of a completely different game that sort of basically kind of took the similar concept with the action hero and the action hero and quirky sidekick kind of thing, except they kind of turned everything on its head. So, for the next time, we'll have to be continuing with probably Jak and Daxter's biggest rivals, and I think you guys already know who I'm talking about when I say that. We'll be headed into the stars for the next time. So, thank you guys so much for watching this playthrough of Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. If you liked it, please leave a comment down in the comment section below, like it, and share it with your friends. If you want to keep up to date with more content from the Linkzilla coming at you in the future, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later!